Hello everyone, welcome to 2 and 3D. So today we are going to be reviewing this puppet. This puppet is named Lengret after a real person. Okay, so you just go to the link. The link will be available in the description. You follow the link, you'll be able to get this puppet, and after that you will get a drive file. All you just need to do is drag it to that. You get a .puppet file, you drag it to your project panel, and then from your project panel you drag it to your timeline, and you have something like this. You could add a camera if you want. That is up to you. Select the puppet and come to control right here, and you see all the triggers. I added over 200 triggers for this character. That is including finger triggers, eyebrow triggers, and mouth, eye triggers, and the rest. Okay, so first thing we need to do is let's just test the facial expression for this character. So if you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you get different facial expressions. You get sad, you get angry, you get inquisitive, and the rest. And if you press 0, your character will blink. There's auto blink already, but you could still press 0 to just make your character close her eyes. So you press 0 and you press it again, and the character will go back to default. Okay, you press 1, you get this angry facial expression. You press 2, you get this inquisitive one. You press 3, you get the flipped version. You press 4, you get this. 5, you get this scared look. You press 6, you get this. 7, 8, and finally 9. Okay, so that is for the facial expression. Now for yes, our character does come with so many draggables, so you could drag this around to position your character however you want. So you could, there's a dragger around her waist, there's a dragger around her neck, there's a dragger around her arms also, so you could actually move this and move this, and you could position it however you want, and then combine it with maybe finger trigger. So if you want her to have this, you could press this or press this and move the finger according to how you want her positioned at that particular time. So you could do this with the other arm also, move this around like that. And well, yes, I did configure some triggers. I configured some triggers, and I configured them to keys on your keyboard, so you do not have to. You could also make these triggers yourself if you want, but I think the ones I've created will be sufficient enough because I created a lot of them. So for instance, if you press Q, you get her to do this. You press A, you get her to do it with the other arm. So you press it again to go back to default. You press W and S, you get this. You press E and D, you get this. You could press them one after the other. You don't have to press both of them at the same time. So you could just press this and then move her to whatever position and stuff like that. And you could record live while moving things around in one take. So that's pretty cool. You press R and F, you get this. You press T and G, you get this. You press Y and H, and there are triggers I did not configure to keys because I actually ran out of keys. So you could just come down here and manually press them. So you could press this, and you see this is not configured to any keys, but it's also an important arm movement. So you could also use that. Sorry about that. Okay, so you could use that. You could use this one too. Just experiment with the character. So that is basically it for this character. Actually, there's more to it, but I do not want this video to stay for too long. And this character will also be available in the software that is the Puppet Builder. So you could grab the Puppet Builder and you'll be able to position this, like you could move things around, move her eyes around, move her brows around, and then recreate a new version of her, like a new variation of her character using this puppet. So that is all for now, but I will make a separate video for that and I'll cover that more in depth. But for now, thank you for watching. Please give us a like, give us a sub. It will help us to reach more people, and it will also help us to reach you with more contents like this in the future. Thank you and bye for now.